And I'm literally sitting in a cell by myself with a skinny ass window that was like this thick, this long. And that's all I had, and all I could see beyond that was like barbed wires and like nothing, just grass and barbed wires and trees and stuff, like literally. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Ami's world. Welcome to Ami's world. Welcome to Ami's world. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. So today y'all, I have a lit, funny video for you guys. And it's a mukbang on top of that. So as you can see here, we got us some sushi. So it's gonna be a sushi mukbang. And I'm gonna tell you all a story time of when I had to turn myself in. Yeah, oh my gosh, little Ami was locked up for a little bit. Let me not even cite it because it wasn't even that deep, that serious, but you know, it wasn't a serious crime is what I mean. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know the story as I'm crushing my beautiful sushi. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so first of all, I want y'all to like for the sushi. I need y'all to comment down below when I tell y'all the story, and I need y'all to subscribe because at the end of the day, I know you're gonna F with your girl, you feel me? So just go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss another video, okay? Simple as that. So let me show y'all the sushi actually. Tiger rolls here, so beautiful, and Philadelphia roll. Yes, I'm really hungry. I didn't eat anything yet, so don't judge me really quickly. And also, I'm not the best with chopsticks, so I'm gonna start off with the chopsticks, but if I get to my fork, don't judge me. That's all I gotta say. Like when I get to my fork, just don't judge me. And I got me some nice little spicy mayo. I love spicy mayo, but this is my first time actually getting a tiger roll, so let me try it with nothing on it, just by itself. Mmm. Hold on. Hold on. They did something there with that. If you never tried a tiger roll before, this is it, okay? All right, but without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start this story off. This story takes place in like 2011. So, me and my friend, basically we linked up to Spark. And first of all, I'm not even gonna front like I know how to eat with these chopsticks, y'all. So I'm hungry and I'm gonna eat and just talk to you. So enjoy me enjoying my food. Ooh. Okay, so this story takes place in 2011. Me and my friend, we linked up to Spark, right? We linked up in my neighborhood, apartment complex, and we drove to a corner to Hot Box in the car. So, you know, those of you who Spark, y'all know what a Hot Box is. I don't have to go into details. If you don't know, look it up. You feel me? But yeah, I'm not gonna go into a lesson of that. But we met up to Hot Box, so we're in the process of hot boxing, right? We're sparking. It's getting super cloudy, super smoked out in the car. And just our luck, we literally see one police car pull up literally right in front of us. Literally right in front of us. He looked at us, we looked at him, and we already knew like, dang, we're bagged. But the thing is like we already finished smoking basically, so it was down to the roach, the tiny bit of the J, so it wasn't really much that they could, you know, bag us for, but we already, you know, inhaled it. So the cop comes to the window and knocks on it, right? Dun dun dun. Oh no, I don't want my sushi to fall apart. That was messy but good. So he comes to the window, he knocks on it, and I roll the window down. I'm in the driver's seat, I'm driving. So I roll the window down, and all you see is a huge cloud of smoke just coming out the car. And the cop was like, wow, y'all remind me of Cheech and Chong. And just started cracking up laughing. And at this time, I didn't know what he was talking about. I might have been too young to know. But he told me to go look it up. Because I was just like, what's that? You know? He was like, go look it up. Y'all just reminded me of Cheech and Chong. And yeah, they were hotboxing in the car. And basically, roll the window down is all this smoke coming out. That's what he told me we reminded him of. So, anyway, he tells us to step out the car. And 2 other police officers show up. One is a guy, a white man, and then one is a woman, a black woman. And I'm like, oh great. They brought this woman here to search us and probably even search the car now because, you know, we sitting in the neighborhood, hotboxing the car. And, you know, they have liable cause, I think, to search. I think they have liable cause to search. I don't really know. But I don't know how those things work. I was young. This was in 2011. Okay, like at least like 10 years ago at this point. But yeah, so they end up searching us and searching the car. Obviously, there's nothing in there besides like the roaches from the J's that we sparked. And they take that as evidence, right, for paraphernalia. Ooh, what a major crime we're committing. I'm just like, really though? So I felt like it was petty because we need to be searched and bagged for 2 roaches at this point. Yeah, you caught us in the act with smoke and all that, whatever. But yeah, so anyway, they gave us a citation, a misdemeanor citation. So that means that we had to appear in court because of this, right? But my friend, she's so hilarious. She didn't even care. We actually were sparking before she went to work. So I was about to drop her off at work. So we decided to spark before she goes in. And after that happened, she didn't even care. She was like, let's smoke some more. Let's drive to my job and parked outside of my job and spark some more. That's what we did. We went, I was like, well, at the end of the day, you know, if she thinks it's okay, she works there, I'm gonna go with it. You feel me? So, you know, we ended up getting away with it that time. But yeah, we still had this citation on us and we both had to appear in court for it, right? So for me, when I appeared in court, they told me that I have to do 24 hours community service. And I'm like, what's that? Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, they're really gonna make me do something for this? Like, come on, this is so petty. I never been locked up before. Like, I just felt like they could have let me off the hook, but they didn't. They told me 24 hours community service. So I did. And on top of that, I had to report to a probation officer and do P tests. I believe like every week, I think. Crazy. So I had to stay sober for like, I think it was like a couple months. And for me to pass my P test. So anyway, the P test was so annoying because obviously there'll be somebody in there with you as you're peeing, and it's just like invasion of privacy. You feel me? But community service though wasn't the worst thing. So my first day on community service, I had to clean a bus. We had to clean buses, actually, like the metro buses, the ride-ons and stuff. We had to like wipe down the seats and the windows and all of that or whatever. And I met somebody there, and me and her, she was there for underage drinking. She got caught underage drinking. So everybody was there for their own little misdemeanor, whatever. And it was just hilarious because we all were just so lazy. We had to be there 4 hours of the day, and we would all just do like in the morning a little white, but then the rest of the day we'll just be sitting around mingling, whatever, until we have to go home, right? That's the first day. I met a friend there, and she invited me to a birthday party that she was actually throwing for her friend, and I ended up seeing another mutual friend at the party that used to be like my really close friend in middle school. So it's a really small world, but yeah, it's hilarious. I ended up meeting somebody my first day at community service cleaning buses. And so the second day, I believe we had to pick up trash. Yeah, we had to pick up trash around the block. Around the neighborhood and stuff like that, the block, and that one wasn't too bad or whatever. The same girl that I met the first day, we were hanging out, and it was not bad. It literally was not bad. Like, put in another 4 hours. This tiger roll, man. The Philadelphia roll was always my favorite, but I feel like this one might be another fave for me. But yeah, so the third day, we had to also pick up trash and help with some little like construction stuff. We had to wear like a whole like construction vest and everything, like the yellow things, and we were helping like little construction things on the road or whatever. It was just pointless stuff. I felt like we weren't even needed for any of these, literally any of these things, but they needed to give us something to do, something that we don't really want to do, to make us feel like we're being punished in some type of way, so we won't do it again.
Got it!
I don't know, but anyway, so the community service hours or whatever, I put them in. But the thing is that in between the second day and the third day, I ended up having a warrant, right? So I went to my PO, and she told me that everything's looking good, you're on track, but you have a warrant that you need to, you know, turn yourself in for in order to be able to continue your last day of community service and be able to get this expunged off your record and be done with it completely. So I'm like, dang, like, I'm not even a criminal. The fact that I'm dealing with one case right now and I got a warrant for another case that is like a traffic violation or something. I think I missed like a court date. It was nothing serious. All I have is traffic violations. This is the only thing, a misdemeanor because of smoking, paraphernalia, whatever. But anything that I have is a traffic violation of like maybe driving with a permit or like, you know, speeding, all types of stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Different things that I've got tickets for. But yeah, this one, I guess I had to go for something. I really don't know, but it was a traffic violation. I had a court date, I missed it, and you know, they had a warrant out for me. So in order for me to complete my community service, I had to turn myself in, right? So I went to the police station, I turned myself in. So these niggas, they put me in handcuffs, drove me right around the block to like, I guess where the cells were and everything. They booked me, they took my handprints, took my pictures and everything. And I have nipple jewelry and I had waist beads at the time, you know. And I remember the woman cop that was there that was doing all my booking and everything, she was saying like, oh, you're gonna have to take that off when they book you. You're gonna have to take those out when they book you. And I'm like, okay, black woman to black woman, like I'm not a criminal here. I'm here off of some petty ass like traffic violation. Don't try to treat me like I killed somebody or I did something crazy that I'm for sure gonna get locked up. Like, I don't know how often you see black young women like me, but I don't feel like that's like encouraging. That's not how you really talk to somebody who's in here, you know, to not end up back here, you know. I don't know, I just felt like she was probably hating that hoe. I don't know exactly why she had to talk to me like that, saying like, oh, we're gonna have to take those off when you get booked. Like, how you so sure that I'm about to sleep here? How you so sure that I'm about to spend multiple days in this bed, you know? I felt a way about that, you know? I was like, this is how they treat people? Like, I'm new to this, okay? But anyway, they booked me, they take my shoes. Luckily, at this time, I think it was a little cold outside, so I had a sweater on and some thick socks and some Uggs. So they took my Uggs and I had some thick socks and a sweater on. And I'm literally sitting in a cell by myself with a skinny ass window that was like this thick, this long. And that's all I had, and all I could see beyond that was like barbed wires and like nothing, just grass and barbed wires and trees and stuff. Like literally no view to even look at. I was cold, okay, but thankfully I had a sweater and some socks on. No one even came and checked on me. For a whole span of 4 hours, I was sitting there by myself with not knowing a single thing about what's about to happen to me, what's going on. I'm worried. I'm like literally shaking a little bit because I'm like worried. I have anxiety a little bit in there because I don't really know what the process entails, you know? So, anyway, after 4 long hours of just sitting there thinking about what I did, they finally come in. They let me out. I had to stand for the commissioner to give me a new court date and time for the court date that I missed, that I had to turn myself in for. So they gave me a new sheet of paper, a new paper. But I'm gonna tell y'all, that was enough to scare me straight, okay? I don't like that. I don't like jail. I don't like, it's just like everything about it. It's just dusty in there. It smells weird. It's just like just everything about it is just, it ain't it. And I don't even feel like that was like a legit jail. It wasn't really. It was kind of like, it was just a police station, you know? Yeah, it was a police station. But I'm just happy I was just in there by myself too. Cause who knows, you know? But anyway, so I complete that. I come out. My mom's actually the one who took me, so she's waiting for me for these 4 hours, sitting outside, waiting for her daughter to get out of there. This one issue, so she could take care of the other issue, okay? But anyway, and on top of that too, the crazy thing though is that my mom was waiting. Well, no, she wasn't waiting, but she was with me when I got the traffic violation, and she was looking at the mail, basically waiting for my court date and everything to come in the mail for me. And the thing is that my violation with the paraphernalia and everything, they both kind of like happened around the same time. So the paraphernalia one came in the mail first. And my mom, I remember I was in college. I think it was my freshman year of college, I believe. Yeah, it was my freshman year. She called me kirking on me like, what is this? Da, 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 da. If you go to jail, if you ruin your life, you're going to ruin your life when you do. You African parents, if you got an African parent, you know how dramatic they can make weed, okay? They make it so dramatic. And my mom made it so dramatic, like it's the end of the world. I'm like, girl, I'm in college right now. Yeah, I did something, you know, that I shouldn't have done, but like I have my head on straight. You don't got to tell me that this one little misdemeanor is going to ruin my life. Just the dramatics. It's the dramatics for me. But anyway, so yeah, so basically fast forward, my mom's sitting outside waiting for me. I come back out, it's all handled, taken care of. I call my PO and I tell her I took care of it, and she was like, okay, bet. Now you have to complete your last day of community service and then come see me in my office so we can like basically finish it all out. So she's like, good job for doing that, basically. And I was like, yes, okay. So I go complete my last day. Last day is picking up, I told you, like some construction stuff or whatever. Literally pointless ass day, but I was so happy it was my last day to get it over with, because this small process of me literally just sitting in the neighborhood sparking with my friend before I take her to work just turned into something so much more. You feel me? Just so extra. So basically, anyway, I ended up, you know, finishing that. I went to my PO, last P test, passed that P test, and then yeah, and then she gave me the forms and everything that I need to fill out and the steps that I need to take in order to get this misdemeanor expunged off of my record. So it was just too much already to deal with from the jump. From the beginning, there was already a lot happening, and I was exhausted at the end of this. Like, I did all this because I wanted it to be expunged off of my record, okay? But at this point, I'm back in college, and I'm trying to find the time to actually go through with all the process that I need to do to get this expunged. And honestly, I forgot about it, and I don't think it's ever got expunged. I don't think so. I mean, like, it's been 10 years, so I'm sure it doesn't really matter at this point because weed is pretty much legal, like, at this point, you know, so it's not the biggest deal. and it happened 10 years ago. But at the same time though, it's just like I did all that to get it expunged and I never even got it expunged. But yeah, I mean, I had to put in work. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that community service, and it wasn't that hard, but at the same time it was very tedious and annoying. I had to be there at 8:30 in the morning to 12 p.m. 12 to like 1 p.m. I hope y'all like the story time. I did try to tell it the best way I can. It's 12 years, 10 years later, okay? And I'm eating my sushi. I'm enjoying it. I tried something new as well, the tiger roll. I recommend it. I keep saying it, but it's so good, so bomb. And yeah, that story is pretty crazy, okay? It's funny actually more than anything. It's little young dumb stuff that I had to go through, okay? But overall, it was an experience, and it was something for me to tell you guys, a story that y'all know a little bit more about me. I got a little trouble, you feel me? But I'm not a bad girl. I'm not a bad girl, okay? But some things happen, and I'm sure y'all have some interesting stories like that, some that you can relate to like that, where you did some hot mess things. And comment down below what those things are. I want to know. I want to laugh at your stupid dumb stories that you did when you were younger, when getting locked up in jail, whatever, you feel me? But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in on Ami's World. Like this video up and subscribe like I told you to see more. All right, peace.